Let's first welcome to the ring from India, Umesh Chavan.
Umesh Chavan even getting the pyro. How exciting is that? 3 straight fights unbeaten after beginning his career with the loss. He does have 1 knockout. And Mike, a couple of young Indian fighters trying to make their way in the sport, most notably 24-year-old Olympian Sultan Dev, who's 4-0.
Yeah, India, obviously massive population, billions of people, right? Millions. And India's still waiting for its first world champion. It would be massive for the country if they could get one.
Yeah, we saw Sultan Dev just beat Juan Carlos Medina in Orlando a couple of months. So actually, it was earlier this month, November 1st. So we'll see what Umesh Chavan has for us tonight, as he will be the underdog against the hometown fighter.
And now let's welcome to the ring from right here, Saudi Arabia, Sultan Al Mohammed.
What an exciting moment here for Sultan Al Mohammed. Although he's been on a pretty big stage already, Sergio, his first professional fight was on the undercard of Canelo Crawford in Las Vegas.
I mean, it doesn't get bigger than that for your pro debut, but this is great too. How about that entrance? Some heavyweight champions don't even get that entrance. But here I'm a fighter in Sultan Al Mohammed with 1 fight under his belt, walking out like a star already.
Yeah, he beat Mark Carabello by decision in a 4-rounder. This fight also scheduled for 4 rounds here in Riyadh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 4 rounds in the super featherweight division. Brought to you by Riyadh Season, Sella, Ring Magazine, Frank Warren for Queensberry, and Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing. Along with their premium partners, Saudi Tourism Authority, STC, Saudi National Bank, Dr. Suleiman El Habib Medical Group, and Saudia. Their strategic partners, Meyer United, Arroyo Cruises, Sadia, Lucid Motors, SHG, and Azure. Their main partners, Pepsi, and Arena Fitness Innovation, and their commercial partner, Prime. The 3 judges assigned will be Jean-Robert Lane of France, Jerry Martinez of Puerto Rico, and Mike Ross of the United States. Our referee in charge will be Edward Collantes of the United States. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring wearing blue with silver and weighed in officially at 129.9 pounds. Coming to us from Mapusa, India, he brings a professional record of 3 wins, 1 defeat, and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Umesh Chavan. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing white with green and weighed in officially at 129 pounds. At just 17 years of age, he is now undefeated as a professional with 1 victory. Ladies and gentlemen, from right here, Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, here is Sultan Al Mohammed.
Gentlemen, here and above is legal blow. Here and above is legal blow. obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Good luck.
You heard the ovation for Sultan Al Mohammed fighting in his hometown. What a rush this has to be.
Yeah, and his first time fighting here, like Sergio said, he fought on the Canelo Crawford undercard. That was in Las Vegas. And you see Abel Sanchez in the corner, one of the best trainers in the sport.
I used to get nervous when I was 17 years old playing soccer at my high school in front of 10 people in the crowd. I can't imagine what this guy's feeling right now as he takes on Umesh Chavan.
And Abel Sanchez, Todd, he's already led 7 fighters to world titles, most notably recently Gennady Golovkin.
And you heard the news this week, Triple G saying, don't shut the door quite yet. I might have another fight left in me. He's also running towards president of the World Boxing Council, says if he wins that, he's going to retire.
Good jab. Al Mohammed, really sharp. At the end of the punch, brings it right back responsibly.
I was going to say, I was more impressed with how quick he got his defense back together.
Well, yeah, that's what you want whenever you're dealing with fighters from the, these 4-round fights. The jab's gonna be the main thing, but technique's gonna be even more important.
I like the way Chavan's fighting, though. He is not backing down.
Chavan's actually looping the shots a lot better than the last fight.
Yeah,
short
Barker.
fighter. Barker was not really setting him up right. There was no timing behind that looping shot. Chavan, you can see that he steps in with his front foot in order to land that overhand right and not fall off balance and be vulnerable.
Mike, do you get the sense now that a lot of these young fighters, instead of having Olympic dreams and wanting to win amateur titles, are turning pro earlier?
Yeah, Todd, you're seeing a lot of that. Guys want to make money, and a lot of times the amateur style does not
Good body
translate
shot
to pros.
dropping Umesh's hand.
Yeah, Chavan is on Queer Street right now. His knees are buckling, he's hurt. It was that body shot, and of course it opens up the left hook up top.
Oh, and you can see Umesh, though, not backing down. He's trying to get his offense going. He's on the right hand.
Mohammed barely missing with big knockout shots.
Umesh is a pro, trying to find his way out. Sultan downstairs again, and he'll take a count. And that's it, it's over. Give him a knockout and his second win. Sultan Al Mohammed.
That body shot made him turn his back. The referee had to stop this fight. He wanted no mas. What a great body shot from beginning. Didn't let up. Instead of flurrying with speed, Al Mohammed wanted the right shot, the precise shot, the power shot, and he got it.
Yeah, that's what it does for you, right, Sergio, when you're training in the mountains of Southern California with Abel Sanchez, who has trained some pretty big punchers. You mentioned Golovkin, also Terry Norris.
I met Abel Sanchez in Big Bear at Summit Gym when I was sparring Terry Norris, and you got it, man. He makes champions, and he trains them hard, and of course he digs down everything behind the jab responsibly. And look at this body shot. Boom! I say it all the time, body shots make cowards of us all, and you could see Chavan just turned his back instinctively, didn't want no more of that pain.
And that shows the inexperience of Chavan. I don't think he wanted to quit. He just thought he would get a standing 8 count instead of taking a knee. He turned his back, and when he faced the referees like, I'm ready to fight, the referee said, it's over, my friend.
That's what pain does. That's what liver shots do. You don't know how to react because you're not accustomed to getting hit down there with 8-ounce gloves. And when it finally happens, you just don't know how to come back from that.
Yeah, the ref really has no choice, like you said, when you turn your back. Reminds me of when Sergey Kovalev turned his back on Andre Ward in the rematch.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it could be the fight of the night. Bam Rodriguez and Puma Martinez, the second fight right out of the gate. 2 undefeated world champions going toe-to-toe. Sergio, who do you like in that one?
Listen, I like Bam Rodriguez, and I like it pretty convincingly, but a lot of critics, a lot of people I respect in boxing say this is going to be the fight of the night. We're going to find out.
Let's make it official. Back into the ring, Thomas Driver.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 2 minutes, 5 seconds of round number 1. Our referee in charge, Edward Collantes, stops the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout. From Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Sultan El Mohammed.
El Nino, the kid growing up in front of our eyes right here in Saudi, loves them here. I like what I saw, man. Normally when you see fighters with just 1 or 2 fights in these 4-rounders, their technique is a little bit off. They fall off balance. They smother their power, but not Sultan. I love what I saw, and that's exactly what you get when you're sparring in Southern California and you have Abel Sanchez in your corner. You just grow up a little bit faster.
Still 3 more fights to come in our free-to-air portion of the show. Go to DAZN.com/boxing to purchase the rest of Ring 4 Night of the Champions, the latest unmissable event on the home of boxing, which welcomes a new star next week.